Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is 3:20 a.m. and I am finally vlogging. I was talking on the phone because I spent the day, oh my lord, mostly with my husband for his birthday, and I'm super tired, you guys, so this may be like a 45-minute vlog. I'm gonna try to it may even be shorter than that. I haven't done a short vlog in a long time. I said the other night was gonna be short and it ended up being like an hour and a half, so tonight may be really short. I'm super tired right now. We had a blast tonight. We had such a good time. It was kind of sad, so I'll tell you about my day. Alex woke up. I keep on pulling these Scentbird things out of here. Which one's this? Let me smell. I might want to smell good. No, I've been meaning to give this one to Tanya. Okay, that's a woman's perfume. Oh, here's one. Which one's this? This is the Oud, I think. The John Varvatos Oud. Anyway, love that Scentbird stuff. Okay, yeah, that's the John Varvatos Oud. I really like that one. I'm getting ready to do another sponsorship with them. I love them. And the ones I got were different. I got 2 Burberrys, and I can't remember what the other one was. But the Burberry I really like to travel with. It's the one that has the Burberry print, like, on the bottle. Like, in cloth. It's one of my favorites. So anyway, today's plan was we were gonna have that smells so good. Oh, here's my lip balm, or my lip gloss. I was looking for my lip gloss. We were gonna get up today and we were gonna have a pool day. Alex is like thinking I was gonna sleep all day, but I actually got up right when he did today. He slept in. We got up at about a little bit before noon, and it was really cloudy outside today. So we didn't get to have a pool day, because it just was nasty. And I had all of my videos, except for a drama video that I wanted to do. I had all my videos pre-filmed, so I went downstairs, uploaded my vlog, got it up real early. Did you notice that? I got it up like super early yesterday, like 12:31. And we kind of just hung around the house and just like, birthday stuff, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, and then Alex was like, well, do you want to go to brunch? And I was like, well, it's your birthday. What do you want to do, babe? So we went to Cafe Patachu for brunch, but we went to one that we don't usually, I just put don't put this lip gloss away or I'll never find it again. We went to a different one than we usually go to. I'm going to pour my Diet Pepsi now that I've been drinking water all night. And I'm really ready for this. So we went to a different Cafe Patachu than we usually go to. We went to this one on Hazeldale, which is in Carmel on the north side. And it was really cool. We sat outside and they sat us like 6 feet apart from stuff. And they had like a reduced menu. It wasn't like the regular menu that they usually have. So they only had like two to four things in each section. And the omelet that I usually get, which is the California Dreamer that has like hot peppers and stuff in it, they didn't have that. So I didn't get an omelet. Instead, Alex always gets the Cuban breakfast, which the last time he went, because I guess they change up their menu. The last time he went to Patachu, which was like a week or two ago, with this reduced menu, he had gone to a different one, and they did not have the Cuban breakfast, and that's what he always gets. And so it was on the menu today, but like they didn't have my omelet. So I was like, well, I think I'm gonna try the Cuban. He goes, you're gonna try the Cuban breakfast? Because I've always wanted to try it when he's gotten it, And I'm like, well, yeah, I want to try it. And they even have a vegan option with ricotta, with risotto, I think is what it is, or something like that. Some kind of, I don't know. It's some kind of vegan version of it. So I think it's risotto instead of egg. So I got it instead of like egg and cheese. So I got it, and so basically what it is it's white rice, and it's black beans, and it is avocado, and it's pesto sauce, and then sour cream, and then I got 2 scrambled egg whites. and then you mix it all together, and then I put hot sauce on it, because Alex told me to put hot sauce on it. And then I also got cinnamon toast. It was so good. And then we had coffee, and it was so, so, so delicious. And our waitress was fantastic. She was so nice. And yeah, it was just a really fun time. We had a really great time. But it started raining while we were there. We were like, it was like in this covered outside. It's like a patio, but the whole patio is covered. I don't know how to explain it. So the whole thing was like outside. And so we did that. And then I was like, well, what do you want? Because it was like raining when we left. And he was like, well, I'm not going to do the movie now. He's like, because even if I do the movie, he was like, the ground's going to be wet outside. And I was like, okay, well, what do you want to do? And he was like, and I could tell he was kind of frustrated, and I felt bad for him, because he wanted to go to Costco and get some champagne, because it's like Mom and Grandma and Liliana and Sarah were coming over. And he was going to have like champagne and like these plastic flutes, you know, and he wanted to get candy for the kids and stuff like that. We were going to watch like some family movie out back. So he was like, well, I don't know, because we can't do it now. He goes, I guess I'll just have everybody over and we'll just have like cake or something. And I said, babe, why don't we just set up the, what do you call it? The projector in the living room, and then, you know, if you set it at this end of the room, and we're all sitting here looking at it, and right in front of it, you can put a bunch of blankets and stuff on the floor, like a sleepover, and then, you know, like the kids can be down there or whatever. And he goes, okay. He was like, yeah, let's do that. And I said, and it'll be real fun. So we went to Costco, and he got a bunch of champagne, and he got a bunch of this, and a bunch of like smart popcorn, and then and I had cleaned like and dusted the whole house last night and all this kind of stuff. So he said he was going to spend some time cleaning the house when he got home, because he wanted to do like the floors and stuff like that. When I tell you that our house is spotless right now, like I had so much fun tonight, and like we had all these candles burning, and it just was fun having everybody over to our house, because we usually go other places. And I always think that our house is too small to entertain, but it was perfect for tonight. And we just all hung out, and like when everybody left and Alex was going upstairs to bed because he was really tired, he was exhausted, he didn't get a lot of sleep last night. He went to bed late, and then we didn't sleep in as long, you know. And he's off tomorrow too, so I think he's gonna go to brunch with Sarah. And then he's like, I think he said to Sarah when she was leaving, he's like, do you want to do brunch with me tomorrow? And I was like, let them do that, you know, because I got to have him all day today. So anyway, we went and bought a bunch of stuff. But I was kind of walking around my house as I was leaving tonight, and I was like looking at stuff, and I was like, I love my house. I was like, our house is like so speaks of us, like the artwork and just the candle. I mean, just everything, you know. It's just like, it's so homey. It's like us, you know, like all the pictures of Pee-Pee everywhere. And it was so sweet, because when Carlitos came in, Carlitos and Sebastian came in, they're of course in matching t-shirts that said Buenos Aires, Argentina. I was kind of jealous. I liked the t-shirts. And I said, where did you get your t-shirts? And they were like, Abuela got them for us. And so Carlitos immediately saw the picture. He like looked up, and he saw like in the living room the picture. They were the last to get there, so Sarah got there first, and then Alex's mom and grandma. But Alex's mom forgot the cake, so she had to go home and get the cake. And then, because his grandma makes this unbelievable coconut dulce de leche cake that Alex loves, and so she makes it for everybody's birthday. And then what's the other thing? Why can't I think of it? I can't believe I can't think of this. They have it at literally every birthday. Flan, I think it's called. And Alex's mom makes that, and it's unbelievable the way that she makes it. So anyway, so she had to go home, and she had to get the cake. I think she brought the flan, but not the cake. So anyway, and then Liliana and the kids showed up, like right before she was getting ready to go get the cake. Or I think maybe she left and they came or something. I don't know. So I went to the door, because like we had our front door like, you know, open, just like the glass door was like just there so they could just come in. And so Carlitos saw the picture of Pee-Pee like up on the banister, and he was kind of looking at it. And so Boo and Boo and Tucker were fantastic with them tonight. They sometimes are kind of weird when we have people over and they get real nervous and they claw all over me, but that was not the case. And I'll tell you about it in a second. It was very sweet, what they did. So they were so good tonight. And I said, Carlitos, I said, do you remember, because Sebastian was like talking to Alex, and I said, Carlitos, do you remember the dogs? And he goes, I only remember the older one, the one that's the Pee-Pee who's in heaven now. And I was like, he's so sweet. So anyway, he's 7.5. And so they came in and they were like, it was so funny because I talk about these on here. Liliana had given them those things, those freeze things, you know, those long sticks. I can't remember what they're called, but anyway, I've talked about them on here a million times. But anyway, so they were eating those when they came in. Sarah was giving Sebastian a hard time. She was like, is grape your favorite? And he was like, no, I like pizza. He kept on saying, because we didn't know, but Liliana had pizza, and that's what he thought that she was talking about. But he's 4.5. So anyway, so when we got back to the house after brunch, we went to Costco and got the champagne and the popcorn and all that stuff that Alex wanted to get. And then, so we came back to the house and Alex is like, well, I'm going to clean. Oh, I said I want to make this drama video. He goes, can you make it right now? And then I can clean the floors. And I said, yeah. I said, but baby, you don't need to go all in. Okay. Like, I mean, the house looks pretty good. Like, I had spent like quite some time last night, like 1 or 2 hours, like, well, probably an hour or more cleaning the house. And I said, it looks good, you don't need to worry about it. You know, the kitchen was spotless. And he was like, I know, but I just want to make it really nice and blah, 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 whatever. I said, okay. So he like vacuumed the stairs and like cleaned the floors and put the movie thing up. And I went to Meijer and I got a bunch of cheese, and I was really excited because like we never entertained in our house. So I was like, well, I want to really like put like how my mom would have done it back in the day, you know? So I got like a bunch of, like a cheese thing that was like, you know, the little squares, and it was like 4 different kinds of cheese. And then I got the little small cheese squares, like Colby Jack. And then I got 2 different kinds, like I got one hummus that has like 3 different kinds of hummus in there that tribe. Alex likes this supremely spicy, but they didn't have any of that. And then I just got a regular hummus with a bag of the pita chips, or those, whatever they're called, Amy's chips, or those, whatever they're called, I don't know what they're called. And then I got those garlic Parmesan, like pretzel thins or whatever for the cheese. And then I got vegetables to make a little vegetable tray up with. And like carrots, celery. It was like a pre-made vegetable tray, but like I put it on my own tray so it looked like I did it myself. Carrots and little, what are those called? Like little garden tomatoes. And carrots, celery, broccoli, and garden tomatoes. And then I made dill dip tonight, like how my mom used to make it out of the package where you get sour cream and then you just mix in the dill dip. I was really craving dill dip, and my mom always made dill dip back in the day, and I couldn't find anywhere where you could buy it. So I was like Googling it, and I was like, it was like 7 ingredients and chopped onion, and I was like, I'm not making this like dill dip like this. What is all of this? So I was like, there has to just be I think I remember my mom just having a package. So I went to where like the salad dressing was, and sure enough, there was a package of dill dip. And basically all you do is like mix in this packet with, of the dill dip, pre-made dill dip. You just mix it in with, I was like, is that like something new at Popeye's Chicken? But it was just another Popeye chicken sandwich. Just another chicken sandwich. I was like, is that, so you just mix in the dill dip package with 16 ounces of sour cream. So I went and got the sour cream, and then I got Sour Patch Kids for Alex and the kids, and I wanted to find little popcorn bags to put popcorn in, like my mom did when I was a kid, but I could not find like brown, like, you know, the bags you take to school for school lunches. I couldn't find those anywhere. And then I thought they have to have little popcorn bags or something. Those are kind of trendy these days. Couldn't find those anywhere. And then I bought a bunch of like miniature Reese's. What else did I buy? I think that was it. Oh, and I bought this Mexicali dip that I love. It's by the same people that make that street corn dip. But it's not my favorite, but tonight I have to tell you, I was like eating it with vegetables and chips and stuff like that, and it was so good. For some reason tonight it tasted better. Sarah really liked it too. So I came home and I put all the stuff out and I made my dip, and Alex had gotten all the floors was clean, everything looked perfect, candles were lit, we were putting everything up. I got home about 6:45, and then oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And then I was like, Alex, because he was getting ready to get in the shower, I said, but it was like getting like close to the time that people were going to be there. And I said, I'm going to lay down for like a half an hour, 40 minutes, because I thought I was going to fall asleep as soon as people got there. And I ended up not even sleeping. I ended up laying there and just kind of like, just was like in my like, just eyes closed, just relaxing. And then I started like was on my phone, but I just was still relaxing. I hadn't really done that all day, you know, other than brunch. And so I said, so I got up, and when I got up, he started taking a shower. And so I just came downstairs, like I threw on some sweat shorts and like that purple t-shirt of mine, and I was like, well, I'll just take a shower when everybody gets here. So then when everybody got here, I went upstairs, took a shower. Well, I hung out with everybody first, and Alex came down and got them drinks and stuff like that. Alex's mom, she brought over champagne and orange juice, and she was making mimosas. She's like, she drinks mimosas like all, I mean, not like she drinks alcoholically, because she doesn't, not at all. But like if she has a drink, she always wants a mimosa. Like even if it's like at like 9 o'clock at night, like at a bar or a restaurant, she wants a mimosa, which I think is so cute. Alex is always like, Mom, you don't order a mimosa at a bar at night. She's like, I don't care, I like mimosas. So she always brings orange juice and champagne when she goes places. Like, but anyway, and she was like tonight, oh, she brings fruit. So she brings blueberries, and she also brings like cut up strawberries, and then she puts them in the mimosas. So she told me, she goes, do you want me to make you a special drink? I can make you like just like an orange juice and some fruit in it. And I was like, no, I'm good. That's, you know, thank you, but I'm good. And so anyway, she's so sweet. And I was showing her my flowers on the back patio, and we were having fun. So anyway, she was like, I am so tired. She's like been working for like the last 2 days, and Carlos was out of town because he had a softball championship. He plays for some national softball team. My brother-in-law does, and they were representing the United States, and it was in Pennsylvania. I don't know what it was, but anyway, he had 6 games he had to play this week. He left on Thursday. And so he's been gone all weekend, and Alex's mom is actually moving back in to the house that was hers, that now Carlos and Liliana live in, because she's tired of living in her apartment, so she doesn't want to be there anymore. So she's moving back in with them, and because she's been like helping Liliana with the kids a lot and stuff like that, and and she just wants to spend more time with them. So she said she was tired. Between her, because Alex's mom does like all kinds of stuff, but like she does a lot of like contractual technical translation, and Alex's mom's job is very hard to describe. I don't even know that I understand it, but she's in engineering, so she's an engineer, but like what she does is like hard to explain in engineering, and but she does like some technical translation on the side for like, oh my lord, for like technical pamphlets and things like that for different companies. She enjoys doing it, I guess. So I don't know. But she's always like, I'm always like, she'll stay up really, really late. I'm like, why are you up so late? And she's like, I'm doing translations. But she loves it. So she's been working really hard. She's so sweet, and I love her so much. But so we said, like, the movie was set up and stuff, and then Sebastian was super tired. Like, when he came in, he was kind of like whiny and crying and like real tired already. Well, they didn't, okay, so they got there at like 8:30, And so Liliana, like right when he came in, he was like, I'm hungry. And he was like, he came up to me and he was like pulling on my shirt. He was like, T.O. Peter, he was like, I haven't eaten. Can I please have some Skittles? Because Alex had his bag of Skittles out. And I said, well, sure. And I gave him like the bag of Skittles. And Liliana, my sister-in-law, was like, he needs to eat dinner first. And so she had like brought like pizza and fruit and things, like she had like slices of pizza and then like fruit, and like she was putting this plate together for him, and he was kind of getting a little whiny about it. And you don't whine in their family, you just don't as a kid. And she just kind of looked at him, and so he like sat down, and Alex was real good. Alex goes, okay, Carlitos and Sebastian, give me the candy, and when you guys are done eating your dinner, you can have it. So they sat down and they ate their dinner, and then Sebastian like took some of the candy and he like went over to the couch. So Alex had set up all of these blankets and towels in front of, like, in this probably 10 by 10 area in front of the screen. It was really cute. And with all these blankets and, you know, like almost like sleeping bags and stuff, like what I used to do as a kid with my mom. I was actually telling Carlitos, I said, when I was growing up, I said, because he was like sitting right next to Alex's mom. Because so it was Alex's mom, and then it was Sebastian, and then it was Carlitos, and then it was Alex, and then the dogs were down there too. So, and then it was me on the couch. Sarah was in the chair, I was in the couch, and then Abuela, Alex's grandma, was next to me, and then Liliana was like in this chair. So, it was just real spread out and nice. So, we go over, and I was telling Carlitos, I said, hey, Carlitos, I said, when I was growing up, I said, my mom and I said, I used to watch movies like this with my mom. Like, we would watch it on the TV, and we would put blankets on them. He was like, you did? I was like, yeah. And I was sitting there, you know, my mom would have loved that so much. I mean, absolutely so much. Like, we were trying to figure out what movies to watch, and Alex was trying to find something that was, like, real family-ish, and we couldn't really figure out anything that was real family-ish, and he kind of wanted to watch an Alfred Hitchcock movie, and he was asking me, he was like, well, which Alfred Hitchcock movie do you think is, like, you know, like, not bad for the kids? And I was like, well, they're not going to get any of them, number one, but number two, I mean, they're all adult movies, but they're old movies, so there's not anything horrible in them, you know? But it didn't matter anyway, because he had some family movie on. I don't know what it was, but Alex had something on. And then, because we were just sitting there talking and like eating like all the food that I had put out, like I put plates and stuff, so people were getting food, and we were all just kind of sitting there talking, and Alex and we're sitting on the floor. Sebastian was literally out in maybe 15 minutes. Like, I mean, out for the rest of the night. And, he came up, like, towards the end of the night. Liliana brought him up, and he was sleeping with his grandma on the couch, or his great-grandma, Alex's abuela. He was, like, sitting with her, sleeping, and he was out for the sound. And then Alex's mom fell asleep. No. Carlitos fell asleep, and then, Alex was like, well, we're watching this family movie, and the kids are asleep. And I was like, well, what do you want to do? And Sarah was like, well, what movie you want to watch? And he's like, I want to watch one of these Alfred Hitchcock movies, which kind of surprised me, because Alex isn't really, like, he's not really into the Alfred Hitchcock movies. But, you know, we weren't going to sit there and watch whatever cartoon movie it was. I don't know what it was. I really don't. Like, I'd never even seen anything about this movie before that we were watching. But anyway, so, it had something to do with a dog. Thunderbolt or Bolt or something like that. I don't know. It was some cartoon movie. But anyway, I don't know what it was called. I don't know if it was, I think it was a Disney movie or something. I don't know. I wasn't real into it. Sarah and I were talking about a date that she has or something. So then Alex was like, well, which one of these do you think they would all like? And so he's having me look through them, and I'm like looking through them, and I'm like, he's like, Topaz, and I'm like, no, not Topaz. I don't even remember that one very well. I think it has something to do with like the KGB or something. I said, I think, like, because he loved Rear Window, and I said we could watch Rear Window again. I said, I really think they would probably like The Birds, or Rear Window, or Psycho, or The Man Who Knew Too Much. And he goes, okay, what's The Birds about? And I said, it's about these birds that attack a bunch of people. And he goes, oh, let's watch that one. So that's what we watched. And I didn't know it was so long. It's like almost 2 hours long. Alex's mom fell asleep probably, and she was like, she goes, "Oh, lovebirds," and that's like in the very beginning of the movie. So it was so funny because I had said, this became a running joke throughout the whole night, that Alfred Hitchcock always like shows himself like in a movie, like in his movies. So like if you've never seen Alfred Hitchcock movies, Alfred Hitchcock is always spotted somewhere in his movies. So like in the, you know, first 5 minutes, or standing on a street corner or whatever. In The Birds, he is actually standing there well, he's walking out of the pet store when Tippi Hedren is walking into the pet store at the beginning of the movie, and he's walking 2 dogs. Because we looked it up. Because I didn't remember it until like halfway through the movie, or a third of the way through the movie, and then I told them. And then this running joke was, where's Alfred? Alfred Hitchcock, right? And everybody's like, is that Alfred? Is that Alfred? It's Sarah and Liliana and I got laughing so hard. So anyway, Alex kept on. He was like, Alex was laying down there. He was the only one awake. And he's like, is that Alfred? But what was so cute later, I have to tell you, was Boo Radley came up. So there was like Alex's grandma, and she had like a blanket pulled up over her, and then Sebastian was kind of like sleeping into her, and he had a blanket around him. Now, Boo and Tucker are always, they're not scared of the kids, but they're very apprehensive about the kids, because like I think a lot of fast movement and stuff, you know? And, but it's always Boo Radley that acts a little like kind of skittish, you know, like he's not really sure. Boo Radley came up to Sebastian, and like he was literally like this way far away from his face. Boo Radley has never in any way ever been mean, cruel. I wasn't worried about that. But he like was sniffing Sebastian. He was like, and then like the blanket that was around Sebastian, he was like digging it, making a circle. And Boo Radley, like as tight as he gets against me, got up against Sebastian. It was the cutest thing. So I was like sitting there, and Boo Radley's just like in this little circle up next against Sebastian. Like he was protecting Sebastian. It was so sweet. And they just were so good tonight, Boo and Tucker. They were so absolutely good. But the movie went on, and the movie was forever, and we watched the whole Birds, and then it ended, and I forgot how it ended, that they just drove off, and then everybody was like, this is the dumbest movie in the entire world. And then at that point, it was 12 or 12:30. The kids were asleep. Alex's mom was asleep. We could hardly wake her up to do the cake. Alex's grandma was ready to go. Liliana was exhausted, but she was going to wait up for Carlos anyway, because Carlos was supposed to get home between like 1 and 2, because he was driving back from Pennsylvania from the softball games. But then we had to do Alex's birthday cake, so we sang the Feliz Cumpleaños song, and I don't know the words, but we always play it off the phone anyway, so I found it, and then I couldn't find candles. We found candles. So anyway, we sang the birthday song, and then we had cake, and then everybody sat back down again, and I thought everybody was going to stay for another hour, and Sarah's like, I think I need to hit the road. And I could tell Alex was exhausted. So then Liliana was trying to get the kids together, but like Carlitos, when he like woke up, he was like up. Like when we did the cake, he like woke up, because, you know, of course he had been sleeping for 2 hours, and he was all like telling us about how he's playing Fortnite, and he loves Fortnite, and he watching all these videos about Fortnite on YouTube, and he's obsessed with Fortnite and all this kind of stuff, and he plays with his little friend Fortnite and all this kind of stuff. And he's real obsessed with the movie Avatar, Liliana said. I was like, well, hell, we could have watched Avatar. I love that movie. But anyway, she was talking about how he goes on and on and on about this Avatar movie. So then, yeah, everybody left. Sarah stayed for probably a half an hour after. She probably stayed till like 1:30 or 2. What time is it now? Yeah, probably till 1:30 or 2. And we just folded up all the blankets. I mean, we had like 9 blankets on that floor. It was so cozy and cool. And all these candles, blew all the candles out, put all the food up. Alex did most of that. And then, and then Sarah left. And I was trying to get a hold of Tanya. But when I talked to her earlier tonight, Well, I actually never did talk to her. I missed her. But, like, I called her, and then she texted me and said, we're playing cards. Can I call you back in a little bit? Because when her family gets together, they always play cards. Oh, Tanya loves to play card games. She's obsessed with this game. I can't remember what it's called. This card game. Okay, it stopped. I don't know what it's called, but it's not like a regular card game. Anyway, I don't know if it's like an Uno kind of game, but it's something like that. You shout something out or something. But anyway, so they were playing cards because, like I said, like her son and her two step granddaughters are visiting till tomorrow morning. So she was like, can I call you back? And I was like, yeah. And then she called me back, and I didn't see that she called because that was when we were doing like the birthday singing and stuff like that. So I was trying to call her back, but then by then I think she was asleep. So I had missed her all day because I wanted to see her. Like when I went to Meyer, I was going to stop over there and see her for like 10 minutes, but she didn't answer. I think they were having like, they were cooking out or something. I don't know. They were doing something like some kind of family dinner probably or something like that. I think she told me what they were doing. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, so yeah, so then everything was cleaned up, and Alex was like, I'm going to bed. He goes, I am exhausted. And I was like, what do you want to do tomorrow? He was like, I have sleep in. He goes, I want to sleep in. I'm tired. I haven't slept in for like the last 4 or 5 days. Or since last weekend. He's like, I want to sleep in. And I was like, okay. And he's like, and then maybe go to brunch. The thing is, brunch places are even closed earlier now than they were before. So, but yeah, that's what he's going to do tomorrow. He may go to brunch with Sarah. If they want me to go, I'll go. If he wants to just do something with her, that's fine. And he has a dinner with these girlfriends of his tomorrow night. So, and I have my literature meeting tomorrow night if we have it. I've also got to get my taxes together, all of them. Ugh, I don't want to do that. So, I talked to our accountant, and I have to have them in no later than Wednesday to him. So, I've got to sit down and get that stuff together, so I'm probably going to have to do that tomorrow night or Tuesday night at the latest. But I'd really like to get it done tomorrow night, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I've had all this time to work on it, and it's like, I hate doing it every year. And it's just putting this stuff together, you know, it's like, I mean, it really shouldn't take that long, but it does. I always feel better when I get them done anyway, you know? It's like I always stress about them. Do you ever feel that way? Like you stress about them and then you get them done, you're like, oh God, I'm so glad they're done. But anyway, I should have done them while we were at home, you know, with the COVID. And Alex and I were both home. We could have just sat down there and got all of it. I said to him, I said something about getting them, and he goes, well, I have mine done. He goes, I've had them done for months. I'm like, okay. We filed together, but I have to, I'm the one that like takes it to our accountant, so I've got to get Alex's stuff and my stuff and put it all together, but all of my stuff's a little bit more difficult than his stuff is, so. Anyway, we'll get it done, won't we? Talked to my dad today, talked to him about wished him happy Father's Day, and he wasn't doing anything. He was like reading on the back patio or something. I can't remember what he said. Did he say he was reading on the back patio, or was that yesterday when I talked to him? Anyway, he was enjoying his Father's Day, and I can't remember what else he said. He said something else to me about what they were doing. He said something to me about my aunt. He was like, your aunt was just messaging me about you. My aunt that watches my vlog sometimes. I said, she just texted me the other day. This road right here is so weird. It's like the line is up there. Like, is it true that there are sensors in roads? Okay, so the line is up there. But like, if you pull up to the line, like the light doesn't change. Like, you have to pull up back here where you can see these things. So I'm like, is there a sensor or is there not? And this is like one of the places that I always think that. But I don't know. I don't know. Do you? I had so much fun tonight. You know what it reminded me of? This is how corny I am. It reminded me of... See, the light just changed the other way again. Here I am sitting here all night long. It reminded me of... I'm way behind the line. Like, way behind it. Why is it doing this tonight? This is so weird. I mean, it's always bad, but like, this is like really bad. Did you ever see My So-Called... Okay, so I love the TV show My So-Called Life. I should start watching those again. I am going to start watching those again. Those were so good. I wonder where I could watch those. Hold on, I'm going to pull in here and see. But anyway, did you ever see the episode where the parents go out of town for the weekend? The dad... his brother has a new girlfriend, and so the mom and dad and the brother-in-law, or the brother and his new girlfriend, go to this like this bed and breakfast in this ski town, and they go they're hunting for alcohol the whole weekend. It's a hilarious episode. But anyway, the kids are at home, and Rand McGrath handcuffs herself to the bed, and so they're all stuck there at home the whole weekend, and all the friends come over the whole weekend, and Rand and Claire Danes' character, I can't think of what her name is now, she's the main character, but they fight back and forth the whole weekend, and it's like they're all laying in bed and watching movies and stuff together and stuff. And at the end of the movie, the little sister, who is always annoying and whatever, but she's actually very sweet, she's like, can we do this again next weekend? Can we have them come over next weekend? And Claire Danes is like, no. See, I'm perpetually the little sister that... You guys, I literally can't see anything anymore without my reading glasses on. I'm perpetually the little sister anymore that wants to have that repeated. That's who I was with Caroline when I was growing up. I really was. I told Caroline the other day, I said, when I was growing up, I always wanted to kind of be like you and your friends. I'm looking this up on that Just Watch, or whatever it's called. My So-Called Life. Here, pulled it up. Stream ABC or you can buy it on Amazon or Apple TV. For how much? $14.99. That's not bad. Is Halloween on here? Because that's one of the... yeah, it is! Dream. Why is that song... My battery's dying! My battery's dying. Did I bring my other battery? Please tell me I did. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm looking on my cable to see if it says I have it, but then it says available to buy only. Available to buy only? That's stupid. Seriously? Okay, it's from Disney. So is it, okay, does Disney own it? Because I have that Disney deal. No. Listen to me. I have that Disney deal. Where is it? I just looked at it. Apple TV. I don't need these glasses anymore. I'm buying it. It was $14.99 to buy the whole season. Season 1. There's only one season anyway. I can't believe I just bought it for $14.99. Do you want to download the first episode? Sure. Can't download on a cellular network. Okay. Then don't ask! My hair looks kind of nice tonight. I actually just took a shower and I threw on black sweat shorts because Alex was like real casualed out. He had like a black like short sleeve hoodie deal on, but it was cuter than all this. And then he had on these like black shorts, and I was like, if Alex is gonna be relaxed, I'm gonna be relaxed too. Took a shower, threw on some Dior Sauvage, little Old Spice deodorant, smelling good over here. Washed and conditioned my hair, and yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't believe I have this. There's 19 episodes for the first season. Angela, that's her name. Anyway, I love that show. Do you like that show? What other shows have I wanted to watch? Fantasy Island. I should just start buying TV shows on here. Should I? Shouldn't I? See here? You can buy all the seasons. Can you? No. Well, you could stream it on this. What is that called? Crackle? I don't know the Crackle. Why would you not be able to buy it on there? That's stupid. Designing Women. TV show. Can stream it on the Hulu. It's on the Hulu? I love Designing Women so much. Da, 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 da. Oh no, that's Moonlighting. I do love Moonlighting too, though. This is the thing. Can somebody explain to me what I did wrong and how to change it? So I bought that pack, and I'll pay separate for the Hulu and for the Disney. I don't care. It's a matter of like $6, right? So you spend that on 2 Fountain Cokes 3 days apart or something, like 3 Fountain Cokes 3 days apart or something like that, right? But I don't know what I did wrong, but I bought the Disney and the Hulu together, okay? So then, okay, so that's the first problem. So then we have ads on our Hulu. I don't know how to get the ads off of the Hulu, first of all, okay? The second thing is, everything I go to watch on the Hulu, it says it's not part of our subscription. And then it says to go in and change our subscription to whatever, Premiere, that's like $3 more. But I can't, because I bought it with the Disney. So see, I bought it through Disney Plus. I didn't buy it through the Hulu. I don't want to get rid of the Disney Plus. I don't want to get rid of the Hulu, but I want to get rid of the ads and all that stuff. I'm so over it. But I don't know how to fix it. We still haven't finished Handmaid's Tale. We probably never will. Here it is, Designing Women. Don't tell me they have had it on here. I've been watching stupid YouTube episodes and they have it all on here. Are you kidding me? They do. They have all of them on here. I cannot believe this. Holy, they have every season of Designing Women. Oh my God, I live. Okay, and then Unsolved Mysteries. So I was talking to my friend about this the other day. Yep, here they are. Season 1, Season 8, Season 9, Season 10, Season 11, Season 12. Why would we not have Seasons 2 through? I think I just could go right to Season 8, though. I'm going to start watching these Unsolved Mysteries. Oh my Lord, look at this. There's like 10 or 11. Let's see how many episodes there are a season. I loved Unsolved Mysteries back in the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 episodes. Oh, it says right here, episode 21. I've always believed that Tanya Jean and I, that like if we ever disappeared, we'd end up on an episode of Unsolved Mysteries. True story, I really did. I would say back in the day that like it'd be on, you know, they'd say Tanya Jean and her best friend Peter Monn were last seen entering the Walmart. The car was unlocked, and Tanya Jean's she doesn't carry a purse, her wallet, and Peter's wallet and cell phone were left inside the car. They were never seen from again. I always tell Tanya that. She's like, don't say that! I'm like, girl, it's not gonna happen. Better not happen. Okay, let's go into, hold on a second. Let's go to the vlog and read some comments. How about that? What do you think? What do you think? I ate all this crap tonight, and I am like hungry right now. And I have to tell you, my dill dip was the bomb. It was so good. So I might have to go home. I was really tired, but now I'm kind of wide awake. I might have to go home and watch an episode of My So-Called Life, or I need to finish that damn show, that 13 Reasons Why. That's what I need to do, but I don't really feel like it. Okay. So let's go underneath here and see it. Crafty Sutton said that book idea is such a great idea. I would love to read it. Oh, thank you. And she also said, I'm happy to hear you're feeling better today. I'm feeling much better today as well. Thank you. Photo Labab said, as you're talking about ice cream, I am eating at a Oreo McFlurry from McDonald's at 1 a.m. I guess I'm eating my feelings from a bad day at work. Oh, I'm sorry. But so glad I'm on the couch eating my McFlurry and listening and watching your vlog. So relaxed now. Thanks, friend. Oh, thank you. Francis, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Francis, which is one of my favorite names in the entire world after Francis Farmer. Francis's birthday is 6/22. Francis said, tomorrow is my birthday, 6/22. We are going to float down a river and rent a cabana for the day. Happy birthday, Alex. Oh my God, that sounds so much fun. Where do you go down a river and rent a cabana? I want to do that. That sounds like fun. Nancy said, humidity headaches are horrible. I take feverfew in the summer a few months. It really helps feel better. I don't know what feverfew is. Buttermints, Jacqueline Russo said. Is that what they are? I'm going to look them up. The candy that I was talking about is in the piñata, the Buttermints. Nope, it's not Buttermints. I don't know what these are called. I'm trying to find, it's what they taste like in... don't know why I can't think of what these are called. Here they are, smooth and melty mints. It's the, can you see? It's these. That's what they taste like. They're so good. But they might be called something else. I feel like there's a smooth and melty mints. That's what they're called on here. Smooth and melty mints. Other people call them cream cheese mints, but that's what they're called. Nope, smooth and melty mints. That's what they're called. They're constantly called that in here. So now watch, I'm gonna go to my vlog and someone is gonna say smooth and melty mints, because that always happens. It's like right after I'm like, oh, okay. Clarissa said, I absolutely love listening to you talk. Like when I pause, it's because I'm reading through the comment first. This is my first vlog of yours that I've watched. I just came over from your drama channel and I've only been subscribed there for a few months. I'm from the South, so I love the accent. I appreciate your honesty and your opinions. Keep being you, Peter. Also, I'm an English teacher, so I love the book idea. Aw, thank you so much. People always say I have an accent. Do I have an accent? Stella said, I love the story about you and your aunt. Braunschweiger, German on my dad's side. He would spread that on anything. My dad loves that Braunschweiger stuff. I can't even stand the smell of it, honestly. Oh. A lot of hellos, a lot of happy birthday Alexes, which is very nice. Darlene said, I was addicted to Mountain Dew, but every time I would drink it, my stomach and head really hurt. I stopped drinking it cold turkey. Thought I was going to die, but after 3 weeks, my headaches and stomach aches went away. I have never went back to drinking anything but water. I know, right? It's been over 15 years, and I still only drink water, a lot of water. I just lost the taste for any soda. Give it a try. No caffeine for 3 weeks. See if you feel better. No caffeine for 3 weeks. Did I ever tell you that? I've told a story about this, haven't I? What the Diet Coke at Tanya's. Just a bunch of people saying things like, hey, oh, Maricela, please do the collab with your dad. Hey, Maricela. A lot of happy birthdays to Alex. Thank you. That's really kind. I really, really appreciate it. Scarlett said, oh, Scarlett O'Hara said, hey, Peter, you're the one constant with everything so upside down and uncertain. Thank you for being a friend. A big happy birthday to Alex. Enjoy, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you. That is really sweet. And someone said Golden Girls. Melissa said Golden Girls theme in my head. Thank you for being a friend. Shelley said, Peter is a wonderful constant in our lives. You guys are so nice to me. You really are. Sammy said, try just blinking at your dogs and see how they react. I always do it. Haha, they definitely understand. I'm so confused, but I will be doing that now. I love when Peter does the la 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 sound. LOL, it cracks me up. Do you mean the So, I'll tell you what the story is about that in just a second. There's a lot of people on here. Tiandra said it. And somebody else asked up here, people don't usually ask about this. Where's the other one? There was another comment on here. Somebody was asking about the dislikes. Where is it? I just saw it as I was floating through here. But thank you for asking, Tiandra. Oh, it was Rockin' Robin said, I don't understand the people watching daily and leaving dislikes. Can I ask why you are here? I seriously don't understand. And there are two comments. The comment one is, I just assume it's someone that feels the need to leave their mark, you know, like those people that spray paint their names on rocks. And then there's another person underneath there that like leaves crying emojis to that person. I'll tell you who the dislikes are. So I have a group of about, do I have like something right on my shirt right there? What is going on? It's like a fuzzy or something. I have a group of like 20, 30 people out there that hate me. They think I'll lie about every single thing I do. They think that I concoct my stories, and they're constantly, you know, let them have it. I don't care, okay? They can leave all the dislikes they want to like on my videos. They can have all the conversations they want to have behind my back. I long ago let go of all that. I don't care. I don't want to know about it. Let them have their conversations. I don't want to know about it. I, to this day, and I will say this till the end of time on YouTube, I don't understand it with other YouTubers, and I don't understand it with me. Why the hell, okay, you would want to watch somebody drive around in a car for an hour to 2 hours talking about nothing that's of any kind of importance in their life, to catch them in what you think is a lie or something, I don't know, or because you think they're pathetic or ridiculous, because you find some enjoyment and hate watching somebody. I don't understand it. I really don't, but I will say, I do know that there are people out there that enjoy hate watching, so that must be what it's about. I don't really care. I also think there are people that come to my vlog and they dislike it, and they leave. I think there's a lot of those. But it is what it is. I don't care. The dislikes don't mean anything to me. And they really don't, you know? I used to be one of those people that's like, the dislikes are engagement. They are. I mean, when you look on YouTube, YouTube doesn't really see, like, okay, like there's this whole discussion about like engagement on YouTube, but I know this for a fact, like from talking to my YouTube manager, that like engagement on YouTube isn't really like, whether you're getting likes or dislikes, like the YouTube analytics doesn't see that. They just see that there's a lot of action on your video, okay? That being said, 20 dislikes on my video, whether those were 20 likes or just, I mean, it's not like those 20 dislikes are like doing a lot for me. So like when people are like, dislikes my videos, it's still engagement. It doesn't really matter. Whether they came or they didn't come, it wasn't going to change. I mean, these vlogs are not vlogs that are being pushed heavily by YouTube, right? So that's not how I feel about it. I just feel like, I understand you don't like me and you want to keep on coming to watch me, and that's okay. Like, do you, I guess, but I don't understand it. I just don't. I don't care. You know what I mean? Long ago, I did. Like, you know, I mean, it was hard for me for a while. I struggled with that on YouTube, that there's these people that didn't like me. But, you know, then that's kind of like in a lot of the work that I've done in the last 2 years of myself, and distancing myself and not being real involved with other YouTubers and stuff, and really trying to take a look at myself. One of the things I realized was I've had this constant need in my life for validation and acceptance of others, and I'm just not doing that today. And, you know, when I was growing up, it was always my bullies that I was seeking acceptance from. The people that were meanest to me were the people that I was trying to figure out why they didn't like me, or blah, 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 whatever, you know? And it's like, I'm not doing that today. If you don't like me, okay. There's people I don't like in the world out there, you know? And they're not beating down my door trying to get me to like them, so it is what it is. You want to keep on watching me for the next 15 years? Because I can tell you, I'm going to keep on making videos for the next 15 years. So if you want to watch them and spend your day, every single day, consuming yourself with me and my life, and that's what you want to dedicate your life to, have at it. I don't really care. I don't want to know about it, okay? I don't want to know what people are talking about me behind my scenes, because they don't know my life and all this kind of stuff. I just got, you know, the other day, it's like, it happens every once in a while, and the other day, I got like 3, and I sometimes think it's got to be the same person, right? Like, I think, like, it's 3 people with, like, 3 different accounts, but it was, like, over the period of, like, 3 days, I got, like, some really, really hateful messages that were, like, I was like, why would you ever? I mean, I'm not even gonna, like I said, I'm not addressing this stuff in 2020, so I'm not gonna come out and say what it was, but I was like, the fact that anybody would ever sit and write this stuff down to another human being, like, you're a sicko. Like, seriously, like I'm worried, okay, about somebody that would do that. Like, that's, like, if you're ever at that, like, people are always like, why are you consumed with this drama on YouTube and stuff like that? I want to make this very, very clear. I watch this stuff on drama on YouTube, and I watch it unfold, and I, like, you know, like, I watch it like everybody else watches it, and I get entertained by it, and I do, like, in the moment get heated, and I'm talking to somebody on the phone, and can you believe this, and blah, 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 whatever, and I'm, you know, very into it, right? Like, I've invested a lot of time in it. But when I turn that camera off and I upload that video, I am not sitting there for the next 6 to 8 hours. I cannot speak to all drama channels, okay? I know there are drama channels out there that are literally ate up with this stuff 24 hours a day, but that is not me, okay? And when that camera is turned off and my video is uploaded, I'm literally thinking about, what am I gonna do my review of video about? Or can I get a nap in before I go vlog? Or, when, you know, what are Alex and I gonna have for dinner tonight? Or I need to feed the dogs and take them outside? Or what am I gonna read for the readathon? Because, you know, like, the reading rush is coming up, and I just read the book for that. I'm not consumed with this 24 hours a day. So if there are other people out there that want to be consumed with what I do, have at it. I don't really care. And if they feel a need to leave a bunch of dislikes, because every time I address this on my vlog, I always get more dislikes than I usually do. So just wait. Tomorrow, I'll get twice as many dislikes on this video that I usually do, because they eat it up. They love it. It's the attention that they're seeking, you know? And I'm like, whatever. Have at it. I don't care. Keep on talking about me. I just don't want to know what you're saying. I don't need to know it. It is what it is, you know? So I don't play into that anymore. I don't play into, I can sit through here and I can read these comments from you guys, and it's like nothing that you can say is right anyway, right? Like, have you ever had those people that they do not like you, they can't stand you, nothing that you do is right, and you're never gonna change their opinion about you, so no matter what you say, you can't win? Why are you fighting with them? Let go. You've already lost the fight. There's no fight. Let go. Let them have it. If it's that important to them, let them have it, right? Because no matter what you say, you're wrong. So if I say on here, well, see, like, I'm not going to pay any attention to this because I get so many glowing comments. Like, right now, this is what they're saying. He says he doesn't care, but see, he's completely ate up with it. Because I'm addressing it. Once in a year, I'm addressing it. Oh, twice, because I addressed it in December. But I made up with it, right? If I sit in here and I say, like, you know, I don't really care because I get so many glowing comments, which I do, that people say, this is why he does it. He's attention seeking because he just wants it for the comments. I mean, you can't win, right? So I don't fight it. I don't care. Watch me. I hope you watched 3 hours of me driving around in a car, and I hope you loved every minute of it. I just think, I don't understand it. You know, I don't. I mean, like, honest to God, I don't know if maybe some of these people, like, haven't, like, gone through, like, major loss in their life, or what it is, or if they are somewhat, like, intrigued by who I am as a person, or I don't know. Like, you know, I will say that there are, like, YouTubers out there that are, like, they're, like, what they're putting out there is so outrageous that, like, they get a lot of hate watchers. But, like, I think the people that, like, don't like me are people that used to like me, and something happened and they don't like me anymore. But that's okay. Like, I understand that, you know. I feel the same way. That's exactly how I feel with Shane Dawson right now, you know. But I'm not going to continue to watch Shane Dawson. I'm not going to continue to give it a bunch of likes and, you know, whatever. It's just like, it is what it is. Do I have things to say about him? Yes. That's why they have a right to say things about me, you know? But I'm not going to continue to watch him. I'm not going to, I mean, unless I have to for, like, videos that I'm going to put out. But am I going to watch him and, like, address what he's doing every day? No, I'm not. I'm just not. And the thing is this, is that when you go through some major loss in your life, you know, like in the last, let's say, 12 years, I've lost a lot of people. I've lost my mom, I've lost my aunt, I've lost my uncle, I've lost Pee-Pee, I've lost my friend Scotty, I've lost Jason, I've lost a good friend of mine to cancer last year. You know, I've lost, like, I think 5 to 10 other close friends from addiction in the last 10 years. You know, I've lost a lot of people, okay? A lot of people. And one of the things is when you start having a lot of loss in your life, I'm sure there's many of you out there that have experienced it, what you realize is that life is really, really short. It's not just a saying. It truly is really, really short. None of us know when we're going to be gone tomorrow. life is very fragile, okay? And it truly is in the moments. Life truly, truly is in the moments. So how are you choosing to give your time? Like, where are you giving your time in your life? That's why I always say in my vlogs, okay, whether you like me or not, and I'm not saying that to be, you know, to be kind of, you know, snarky. I'm not. Like, I'm saying this in all honesty and authenticity. Like, if you are giving me an hour or whatever I have vlogged tonight of your life, thank you. Like, you have chosen to spend an hour out of 24 you have in a day to give to me, to listen to what I have to say, or a half an hour on 2 times speed, you know? Like, thank you. Like, my time is precious to me. I don't just hand it out anywhere, right? I just don't. And when I find myself like on Facebook and I just like get ate up with like looking at what this person is and then finding this person and that person, like, you know, I do every once in a while, like I go through, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you'll see somebody, you'll be like, oh, I forgot all about them. And then you're looking at all their pictures and you're like, oh, I forgot about this person and then this person. And then it's like an hour goes by and you go, I just wasted an hour of my life. You know, it's like that. That's why I give my time now to YouTube, to things that I want to give it to, you know, like my time is precious to me. So, but that's what the dislikes are about, you know, and it's okay. I don't have a problem with the dislikes, not at all. I don't honestly think that I get that many, I mean, in reality, I really don't think I honestly get that many dislikes on my vlogs. But you know, back in the day, like I would address it and then like I would get sent all this stuff, right? About like what people were saying about me. And it would be about what I had said when I addressed it. And it would be like, well, he thinks this or he thinks that or whatever. And like in my head, I would think to myself, and this is where I did a lot of work on this, okay? And the work wasn't really about that. The work was about my history of it, but how the emotional response keeps on coming up in my life. That's what it was really about. And, because I think it would take a lot of growth on the part of my haters to say, actually, Peter has kind of changed. Like, he really has. Like, you know what? I can't participate in this anymore because he really has changed. He is a different person today, you know? But they're not, I mean, the majority of them probably wouldn't say that. But I'm not going to say that they wouldn't all say that, you know? That there might not be some of them might. But, you know, like, so I would come out and I would address stuff and I would say, you know, like I didn't understand this or whatever. And then, like, somebody would send me something about, like, just everybody's, like, joking and making fun and, like, oh, that really got him upset and, like, yada, yada, yada. And then I'm like, what do they want? What do they want? What do they want? And that was what I realized was that kind of what do they want is the same kind of mentality of, like, when I was going to school and I was like made fun of for, I don't even know, like how I walked or how I talked or how I dressed. And so like if I came to school one day and my outfit was too flamboyant, everybody was making fun of me, my head was like, what do they want? What do they want? What do they want? You know, because what I wanted was acceptance and validation so that they would just go away and they would shut up, right? And, or that I could be part of. You know, because I felt pushed out, and I felt like it hurt, you know? It hurt to be picked on. And, so, I would come to school the next day, and I would, like, wear something completely different, because I wanted to fit in, or I would try to fit in. Okay, it stopped, and then I was, like, having a hard time, like, getting this situated, so, but I was talking about, I don't know if it stopped before this point. I really don't know where it stopped because I looked up and it was like, it stopped, but whatever. I was talking about, you know, how sad it is that like, here's this kid, this like 9 or 10-year-old kid, you know, or 6 or 7 or 12 or 15 or however old, you know, that all he wants is just to be liked, right? So here I am, and I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to fit in. I'm trying to do anything, and no matter what, it's the wrong thing, you know? It's like that Indigo Girls song. I love that song. I can't remember what, it's in the song Least Complicated. And it's something about, she bought her a ring, but it wasn't the right thing to do, or something like that. I remember hearing that lyric for the first time, and I thought to myself, that is so me, you know? Like, if I ever, like, it was always that, you know? No matter, I mean, they had already decided long ago that I was the one to pick on, so it didn't really matter what I did. You know, every day was going to be a different, it just was, every day was going to be different, no matter what I got made fun of for, you know? And what I didn't realize then, for the longest, I mean, I didn't realize it, ever, the whole time I was in school, was it didn't matter what I did. I was never going to gain their acceptance or validation, because they had already signed me off as a joke. That I was a joke to them. And they were never going to change their minds. They just weren't. And here I was, you know, until I got a group of other kids around me that they were, you know, treated the same way, and then we kind of leaned on each other. But thank God for them, you know, my group of freaks, because if it wasn't for them, like my friend, she referred to us as a group of freaks, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here right now, probably, you know. And I probably would have just, the drugs and alcohol would have taken me a lot sooner. But you know, like, and that's how I lived much of my life, like, even my adult life, you know? Like me, you know? Because all going back to that, you know, and, there's something to be said for, this is who I am, and I would rather be liked for who I am than me trying to be something that I'm not and more people liking me. You know what I mean? I don't care anymore. I really don't. I am not trying to get anybody that doesn't like me to change their mind. Don't like me. I'm completely fine with that. Do what you need to do about it, you know? I resolved myself to that. I'm okay with it. I have come to terms with the fact that that is part of life, that people aren't gonna like you, you know, and it is completely okay, you know, whether it is that maybe a cashier at the grocery store doesn't like you, or somebody that watches your YouTube videos. It just is a fact of life. And for all of you out there watching this, somebody in your life doesn't like you too, and that's okay. And ask yourself, is there somebody in my life that I don't really like? Because there probably is, you know. I think the question of the dislikes is interesting, because it goes so far, you know, like, I don't know why all of a sudden my voice is echoing. Is it because I'm holding this cup right here? I don't know, that's so strange. But anyway, Science Project 101. You know, like, the fact that I have, like, gone on and on and on is where, like, I find it somewhat comical now, is, you know, like I said, I don't want to know what they say, and they don't leave comments on my, they very rarely ever leave comments on my vlog. I will tell you this, I like almost never delete comments on videos, but this is one place that I do pretty much reserve the right to it. And I'll tell you, I don't delete comments, I block people. And I kind of give them a chance. Well, if somebody first of all, if somebody comes on my vlog, because this is a safe place for me and a safe place for you, if somebody comes on my vlog and I catch it, okay? And they're just absolutely ruthless and saying things that's like out of line, I literally will just block them immediately. Period. End of story. You can watch my vlog all you want, but you're not gonna have a place to say what you want to say over here. That's just how I feel about it. And I don't really care. I mean, I drive around in a car for an hour and a half, and this is my safe place, and it's your safe place, and I'm not gonna allow that to be over here. I'm just not. And I'm not allowing people to attack other people in my comment sections either. And I think that I have on my vlog. I think you guys have done a really nice job of allowing me to have one of the nicest comment sections anywhere on YouTube, and I really appreciate it. And that's because of you, not because of me. But I'm not going to allow that. And I can't even, to be honest with you, I can't even remember the last time that I had to even do that. Like, it's been months at this point. And then it was probably like one comment. And before that, it was probably like months. Like, I probably have to delete or block somebody off of this vlog, like, maybe 3 times a year. Like, seriously. Like, I don't really have to do it. And then, where am I at on time? And then, and on my drama channel, I mean, I get like so many comments, right? Like, I read through them, but it's like this. And I get a lot of people that don't agree with me, and a lot of people that maybe they don't necessarily use the harshest language in the world, but they're like, I don't understand this. Or I'm like, just like, let everybody have their opinion, have their voice. That's how I feel about it, right? If you want to have your opinion and say it in a respectable manner to somebody, you know, even if you get a little heated or passionate about it, I'm totally fine with that. Like, listen, I'm totally open to the idea of an intellectual discussion, even if we're heated or passionate. I am totally fine with that. It's when we reduce ourselves to name calling and ugliness and tearing people. No, we're not doing that. So, like, that's where I just block people on this channel. The other thing I will tell you this is that, like, because I do read all the comments on all of my channels. I know people think I don't, because they're always like, well, you don't, like, respond to comments. It's, you know, there was like 2 weeks straight that I went into every drama video, and for the first hour, I responded to every comment. This is just recently. This is like 2 weeks ago. Every video I posted, I responded to every comment. On my review channel, I responded to every comment within like the first 45 minutes. I mean, I cannot just sit there for hours on end. I wish I could, but I can't, you know? And somebody came on there. It was literally the next video that I posted, and I didn't do it because I just was like, that day, I just was like, I gotta do this, gotta do that, right? And she said, I know you never respond to comments on any of your channels. And I was like, seriously, like, I've just been doing a really good job of this. And that's when I was like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you do or if you don't, because you know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be those people out there that don't like you. And I know that most of you out there are real supportive and you don't care. So, like, you know, but that's why I like to read the comments and stuff, because I think that's more special anyway, you know? And I love interacting with you guys. But the other thing, and I've talked about this on here before, because I want people to know this. I want people to know that this is what I do in the vlog, because I don't want it to be this big secret, you know? When people are blocking and deleting people on other channels, and they're like, you know, like being like, who, what? I'm not blocking anybody. I'm not going to play that game. I'll be real honest with you, you know? It's like, oh my Lord, just anytime that I get involved, people want to drag me into their drama, and I don't want to be involved in anybody's drama, okay? Like, stuff that doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm not talking about me talking about YouTubers and I do drama and then I get pulled into the drama. If that happens, I put myself in the middle of that, okay? But I'm talking about other kinds of stuff. If people want to pull me into that or tag me in that or whatever, like on Twitter, if you tag me in a bunch of stuff that I don't even know what it's about and I have nothing to do with it, I'm just going to block everybody involved. I want no part of that. So anyway, but I will tell you, this is the thing that I do on my vlog, is that, like, if I get a comment from somebody, let's say if it's somebody that, like, they leave a comment, like, every day or every other day, right? This is typically how it goes down. And I start noticing that they're kind of like every comment is really, like, harsh, right? Or very, very, like, highly critical. Like, you can just tell this person is, like, doesn't like me. And they're like, well, Peter, but blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna allow it. Here you go. Here, you know, and I'll watch them for maybe a week or two. But if that stuff continues, and it's like you literally have not been able to find anything in 2 weeks of videos of mine that you've liked, and you've, like, come for me hard and criticized me in 2 weeks, when I've literally driven around in a car and told stories about my mom and I in the summers, and my dad and I on a sailboat, and what are my favorite movies, then you just don't need to be here anymore. And I do block those people, because I'm just like, I'm not gonna have it. So it's just that simple. It really isn't that deep, you know? But for a while, I did feel real bad about it. I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to block somebody. And I was just like, But yeah, I don't do that a lot. I really don't. People think I do. I have like, okay, so on all my channels, I have a lot of keywords that are blocked. I don't even know what they are. I haven't even gone in there and looked in a long time. I can tell you half of the drama channel's names are in there. I can tell you that all kinds of derogatory, and that's from past stuff a long time ago. I just haven't taken it out of there. I can tell you every derogatory word is in there. So like if you leave a sentence and you say like one of those words in a sentence, it'll go for review. Well, I don't ever check those comments. So your comment won't show up. But then there's a lot of people that always say to me, this is one thing I don't understand. People will say every once in a while, it only happens on my drama channel. They'll say, I don't know if it gets pushed down or what happens to it, but they'll say, I left you a comment and it didn't have any bad words or anything. I was just congratulating you or something, or, telling you I liked your video and it got, why did you delete it? And I'm like, I'm not deleting videos. Now, every once in a while, when I'll get a lot of those comments, like in a video, like I'll say something about it on Twitter and somebody will say, Twitter's doing this to everybody today. So I don't know if it's like but I literally, like on my drama channel, I do not delete comments, like ever. People think I do. People always accuse me of doing it. And I'm like, why would I leave 100 comments of people that totally disagree with me? I mean, if I was gonna block comments, I just block all of the comments, you know what I mean? I don't do that. If people want to disagree with me, they can disagree with me. I'm all about all that. I think it makes the conversation more interesting. Hell, like, people that have had their comment sections, closed down forever and all this kind of stuff. Like, I've never understood that. Like, I really haven't. Like, I mean, all these people that and I understand, like, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know if on the video that I did about pee-pee, the update video or whatever, when I was in Mexico, I don't know if I did, what do you call it? I don't know if I closed the comments. I don't remember. If I did, like, I very rarely have closed comments on videos, if ever. I don't even know. I don't know that I have, but I probably have at some point. But typically, I would never do that because I'm just like, and I don't delete comments, and I know people do it all the time. I see people do it all the time. I literally go through people's videos and I see comments that are literally gone like 5 minutes later because I go look for that comment, or I screenshot that comment and now it's gone, and I'm like, it was just here, because you can go to newest first, and I'm like, it was just here and it's now gone. And it's all kinds of channels. It's not just beauty influencers or YouTubers. It's all kinds of YouTubers do it. So anyway, I always think it makes for a more interesting conversation. Plus, I want to hear what people have to say. Maybe I need to take a look at it. That's how I always feel about it, People point out stuff a lot that I'm like, wow, I never looked at it that way. I never thought of it that way. But, like, that goes back to my, mentality of, I want every day that I wake up to be a learning experience. I want today, when I get up, to be, hey, here I am for another day of this is going to be, I'm gonna be the best version of myself that I can possibly be, I don't need to live in a world where I hide what that looks like to everybody. If somebody doesn't like me, they don't like me. Over here, it's different. And that's just because people want to come over here and they want to get cutthroat about it. Well, not over here. I got 4 other channels. If you want to go say something to me, go say it to me on one of my 4 other channels. I promise you I'll leave it up. And I think that's totally fair for me to have a place, don't you? I think we all need to have kind of a safe space in everything that we do. But anyway, so that's the answer about the dislikes. Don't get all bent out of shape about it. Just like the video. Just make sure that you like the video. That's what means something to me, the likes. I don't really look at the dislikes. The reason why is because they've been consistently like the same number. No matter how many views I get on a video or how long it is, the dislikes are consistently the same, always. They're always between somewhere between 10 and 30, always. Although I say it now in this video and they'll spike up because I said it. Because that's what happens anytime I address this in a video. But typically it's between 10 and 30. So anyway, now that we've moved on from that, it's getting late. I don't know what show I want to watch, so I kind of feel like watching a show, but I don't want to stay up super, super late. I need to put my reading glasses away. I was looking for my lip gloss, and I was like, oh, I have 2 Chubby Happy Chapsticks. 2 Chubby Happy Chapsticks. Now I gotta figure out what I want to do for my birthday. My birthday is a week from tomorrow, Monday. Somebody asked us in the comments earlier, they were like, I was gonna read this one and I didn't, but they said, so when he's talking about tomorrow, is he talking about like Saturday or Sunday? Because he's driving around at night. So like if I post a video on a Monday and I say tomorrow, I'm like Sunday talking about. So when you're watching it and I'm saying tomorrow, you're watching it the day that is tomorrow. Does that make sense? Because this is like, I consider this Sunday night, okay? That's why it's like the Sunday vlog. Even though I filmed it like going into, if I start talking about this, so many people will get confused. Like the last time I talked about it on here, people were like, what? Like I'm so confused, like when you're like filming it now. And then I started getting kind of confused and I was like, am I labeling it wrong? Like, should I not do it this way? Do you remember when I got, if you've watched this for a long time, you'll know what I'm talking about. I was like going into the new year and I was like real worried about how I was gonna like number the vlogs. Do you remember that? I was like, I think that's so funny looking back. Like I didn't know how to number the vlogs. I didn't know if I should like, you know, do like the date or the number, because I used to. I don't do this anymore because it became a mess, and I always like miscounted anyway because I never ended up with 365 days, which I don't know how. I always ended up at like 350, and I don't understand it. And somebody the other day, by the way, said that I threw up a vlog, but then when they went to go look, the vlog was have been deleted. But I just went and, so I went and looked. I was like, did I delete a vlog by accident? So I went and looked, and all of my vlogs are up there for like the last 30 days. So that's not. And I don't know. It was like weird that I got that comment. I was like, I didn't delete this video. So I don't know what that's about. But anyway. And I think like the video that they said was deleted, I looked and it was still up. And I was like, what? I'm confused by this. The video is up right now as we speak. So anyway, all right, you guys, listen, I'm gonna get off here now because it is getting late. And I do wanna go home and watch a little bit of a show. My throat is starting to get kind of scratchy. Maybe it's just because I've talked so much the last 2 days. I made a lot of videos the last 2 days. Anyway, all right, you guys, my outro yesterday took 7 minutes. I want to see how long it takes tonight. Where am I at? Okay, let's see if we can get it done earlier than that. So, if you guys made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And if you did make it this far in the video, okay, let's call this the sign off squad. Please, for the sign off squad, put a blue heart in the comment section below. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up because it really means a lot to me. No, it really does. And I really wish you guys would leave, I always mean to say it more, you know, leave a like, subscribe to my channel. If you're already subscribed, make sure that you're still subscribed. So please do all that. And like I always say, thank you guys for watching. I really, really appreciate it. It means the world to me. And this place allows me to come over here and just kind of unwind and talk about my day, and I love it. So I hope you guys are having an amazing Monday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, don't have other plans. Make the most of your day. Do something fun today. Do something exciting. Watch a movie. Read a book. Eat a good food. Try a new craft. Do something that will make yourself proud when you look back on it, whether it's tomorrow or the next day or next year or 20 years or 50 years or 60 years or 69 years, family friendly, or 80 years or 88 years or 100 years or 110 years. Also, do one thing today that will help you work towards the life of your dreams that you want, that you've always imagined for yourself. Just one thing. Work towards it. Do it today that will work towards that. And let's see what else. I think that's it. So if nobody else has told you, and if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself every single night before you go to bed, and you say to yourself, I love you, and at least one positive affirmation like you are valuable. And every morning before you, every morning when you get up, look at the mirror, every morning when you get up, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, and at least one positive affirmation like you are valuable. Also, every night before you go to bed, say to yourself, let's just say, every night before you go to bed, and every night before you go to bed, look at yourself in the mirror and say, tomorrow is going to be an amazing day. I'm going to be happy, joyous, and free all day tomorrow. I'm going to dance, I'm going to sing, I'm going to laugh, I'm going to cry maybe even, spend some time alone, spend some time with friends. I'm going to have great opportunities come my way and positive experiences throughout the day. And if my day gets off track, I can start my day over whenever I want. And when you get up in the morning, say, today is going to be, speak to the universe, speak to your higher power or whoever, and say, today, affirm it, say, today is going to be, what do they say, manifest it, affirm it. Today is going to be an amazing day. I'm going to be happy, joyous, and free all day today. I'm going to sing, I'm going to dance, I'm going to laugh, I'm going to cry, I'm going to, maybe, if I want to, I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to, be productive and get a lot done, but I'm going to spend a lot of time with my friends and family as well, maybe some time on my own, do some coloring books, read a book, listen to some music, make some music, make a favorite meal, eat a favorite meal, whatever. And I'm going to have great opportunities come my way. I'm going to have positive experiences all day long. And if my day gets off track, I can start my day over whenever I want. And I can start it over whenever I want. And I think that's it on that. And most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. Just pick somebody and text them today or call them and say, hey, just wanted to let you know I was thinking of you. Please don't forget to do that. It is very, very important. It can be anybody. And it's really a nice thing. And you have to sometimes purposely even say, hey, not just, hey, what's going on, but like, yes, that's fine, and I say that some days, but to say to somebody, hey, I was thinking of you, are you doing okay? Like, that shows that we care about somebody. And in reflection of what I was talking about earlier, to many of us out there, and to probably many of you, it really means something to know that somebody out there cares about us. It's a little piece of acceptance and validation that each and every day makes us human. It humanizes us. It makes us realize that we are not all alone in this world. And it's probably one of the most powerful little small things that we can do. And it's one of the best gifts that we can give somebody. So just do it. Just reach out to somebody and let them know that you see them, that they are important, and that they are valuable. It's something very small that we can do, I'm so thankful for the people in my life that have made me feel seen. And that's one of the reasons why I love you guys. Like, thank you for letting me drive in a car and talk. And anybody wants to hear that, like, it takes me back to the book Wonder, where, Augie says that everybody in life deserves a standing ovation at least once. And that's absolutely right, Each and every single one of us deserve to feel like we're made special just once in life. And if not that, then at least to know that there's a few people out there that know that I'm alive and care. So let's do that and make somebody's day today, okay? And just let them know that, hey, just was thinking of you. And also practice, as I always say, practice random acts of kindness. But like I always say, don't tell anyone, just do it because it's the nice thing to do. It's the right thing to do. I almost went 10 minutes on my outro. Just do it because it's the nice thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Don't tell anyone, like I said. And let's just put positivity and kindness, love and compassion and goodness out there in the world. We could all use more of that. I know I can and could and can. And I also know that I could do a better job of doing a lot of random acts of kindness and just putting it out there and not telling anyone. So let's just work on that, all of us. And I'll do it if you do it, and you do it if I do it. And we'll just do it together. And I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for listening. I love you. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!